going on, Boxing World? Stay in the middle of Pot Shop Boxing. Just wanted to make this video to sort of recap what happened last night on HBO Boxing, HBO Championship Boxing. Those fights between Sergey Kovalev versus Najib Mohammadi and Jean Pascal versus Yunieski Gonzalez. Um, Last night, it was some pretty good fights. One was a disappointment, and the other was pretty much Kovalev doing what he usually do, and that's steamroll his opponents. I want to talk about first the John Pascal versus Yunieski Gonzalez fight. Um, I think, in my personal opinion, now who won the fight was John Pascal. It was a 10-round fight. Um, Pascal got the unanimous decision victory, but I felt that uh, Yunieski um, did enough to win this fight. He was the busier fighter. He backed up, from what I seen, he backed up. Uh, 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 he backed up Pascal the whole night. Pascal was pretty much on his bicycle the whole night. He couldn't, you know, Pascal was not able to sort of relax, and because it was a 10-round fight, he wasn't able to relax and try to fight Gonzalez 30 seconds at the end of with 30 seconds left to go in the fight is when he usually starts fighting. But Pascal wasn't able to do that in this fight, and in my opinion, it cost him. This guy came to win last night, Yunieski, and I think he deserved the nod, given how he backed up Pascal. Now, in this fight, it was a lot of it looked like a lot of swing rounds because uh, Pascal, even though in my opinion, he lost the fight, what Pascal did do in this fight was hit, connect on Gonzalez with a lot of easy to see punches, a lot of counter punches. So um, I'm not gonna sit here and say the fight could have went either way though. From what I saw Yunieski Gonzalez getting the victory though. I still think even with uh, the effort that Pascal gave, he still lost the fight in my opinion. But you have to give Pascal credit for getting off some counter punches that were easy to see for the judges. And maybe that swayed them. I don't know if the 12th round swayed the judges or what happened, because I do feel that Pascal had a good 4th round. He had a good 12th round, and then somewhere in between, those guys, there was some good back and forth action between these two fighters. I give Yunieski a lot of credit for going in there and trying to keep that 7-fight knockout streak going. But he was not able to, pull it off. I felt bad for him because I felt it was a bad decision. I watched the fight again this morning, and I still think that Yunieski won the fight. But again, what I saw differently was uh, Pascal did land a lot of counter shots in this fight that could have swayed the judges. But at the end of the day, I still think Yunieski got robbed. That's just my humble opinion. But anyway, it was a good fight, good crowd pleasing fight. It was again a lot of give and take action in that fight. So what do you think, Boxing World? Do you think Yunieski Gonzalez got robbed? If you click on the link below, it's going to be a in-depth uh, uh, article on what happened last night in those fights. Not too much in depth on this fight, but more so with the Sergey Kovalev versus Najib Mohammadi fight. But in that post, there's a boxing poll that asked the question, did um, Yunieski get robbed last night against Pascal? And if you click on the link below or on this YouTube on this YouTube screen here on this video, you can check it out. Check out the post and also vote. Give your vote as to whether you think Yunieski Gonzalez got robbed or not. But at the end of the day, it was a pretty good fight. I think Yunieski, he has nowhere but to go up in the light heavyweight division. There's not a lot of guys, too many guys left at 175 anyway, so he can definitely try to put a stamp or his stamp in the division. But he should be proud of himself after last night. And then in the main event, it was Sergey Kovalev. And Kovalev, Sergey was Sergey. I think Muhammad going into the fight though, I, I would say he looked a little scared though going into the ring. He didn't. And first of all, again, I always pointed this out, but he holds his hands too low, so he made it an easy fight for Sergey Kovalev to land those straight right hands. But you know, he Sergey Kovalev was just too much for Najib Mohammadi last night. He just moved forward. Sergey moved forward behind the jab and just pummeled Mohammadi at every turn in that fight. And then, he finished the fight in emphatic fashion by catching him with a short left instead of a right, but a short left that pretty much broke Mohammadi's face. Mohammadi was knocked down twice in this fight, and Sergey just cruised to a third round KO victory. So what's next for Sergey? We don't know. Me personally, I would want to see him fight Adonis Stevenson. That's who I would really want him to. A lot of people throwing Andre Ward at him. That fight may happen next year. But first, let's see if he can go ahead and get Stevenson. That's the fight I want to see is Stevenson versus Kovalev. But we'll see. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have. Dana Miller, Pot Shot Boxing. Thank you all so much for your continued support. Again, you can click on the links below or on this this video here to vote on whether or not you think Yunieski Gonzalez got robbed or not in his fight with Jean Pascal. All right, thank you all so much. If you like this boxing channel, if you like my posts, please feel free to subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below. Or you can also go to, you can subscribe to the official Pot Shot Boxing website at www.potshotboxing.com using the floating email form. And you can put your email into that floating form, and what will happen is you will get all of Pot Shot Boxing's boxing news articles first. All right, thank you all so much. You can also hit me up on all the social media entities. You can hit me up on Facebook, www.facebook.com/potshotboxing. Hit me up on Twitter, www.twitter.com/potshotboxing. Pinterest at www.pinterest.com/potshotboxing. Google Plus, Instagram, all of those social media entities. All right, thank you all so much for your continued support. Dana Miller, Pot Shot Boxing, and like we say at Pot Shot Boxing, it's boxing news and article bites for all walks of life. All right, take care.